All right, if you're watching this in summer 2023, I'm using the newer version of Adobe Premiere Pro and going over how to use captions. So in the newer version, of course, we've got a different button here, and we have a captions and graphics option, or we can just choose captions. So I'm going to click on captions here. In the newer version, 15.4 or higher, if you're looking at your version up here under About, when you look at it here, and I've got way higher than that on this one. You're going to have the option to create transcription, and that's going to be pretty cool. So we can go to the beginning of this whole thing and hit create transcription. When you do that, it's going to ask you for your language. It wants you to ask if you want to separate speakers. I only have one. It asks if you want your audio clips that are tagged dialogue, and then where you want to find the audio on the track. And my audio for my talking is on audio 2, I believe. So I'm going to click on audio 2 and hit transcribe. Now you can have it to just use the entire mix, which I'll leave it on mix just for this case. And then you hit transcribe. Then you give it a time, and it's going to create an auto transcription. In this case, mine had to download a language pack because I hadn't used it yet on this computer. But it will add eventually a caption track on the very top of all of the timeline lines. So above my video 4, I'm going to have another track up here that's sort of different. So notice up here, it says unknown. Sometimes life is hard, dreary, lonely, empty. It knows what all of my stuff is. Okay. So we've got all of that in there. And then at this point, that's the transcript. I'm going to go to captions, and I'm going to create that captions from the transcription. So I transcribed it. Now I can create the captions. You can choose your I'm just going to pick default everything and hit create captions. Give it some time. And now I'm going to have that subtitle or captions line all the way up here. So it's up at the top. Again, it's above all of my video lines. If I scroll up, it's way up here, and it should automatically appear in the appropriate places. And these would be subtitles as well. Closed caption number 1.
Sometimes life is hard, dreary.
And you can see where it's got the time code for all of those different options. Isn't that cool? And it was like super, super, super easy to do. So when you save it, that's going to provide those captions already, as long as you have the captions turned on when you export. Easy peasy.